The second thing I want to talk today about is Quantum Cloud. So I know some of you are already using Quantum Cloud in your business, but with Quantum Cloud, you can deliver far more than just digitals. So with Quantum Cloud, you're combining tangibility and technology to give your clients an unforgettable and really memorable experience. It allows you also to create new levels of personalization. So I know Janine was talking a little bit about everyone loves seeing their name. And so this is a really great way to not only just show them their name, but obviously their photos as well. It also makes it convenient for your clients to do what they want with their digital images, okay? I'm going to talk a little bit about that. It turns your digital delivery from something that's very transactional and boring into something that's memorable. And it comes at a critical point in the client journey, so that's really important. It's going to unlock the potential for referrals and for your clients to come back as repeat clients. And it's going to set you apart from your competition. So there aren't that many people out there doing this right now, so you're going to look different against all the other photographers in your area. So a little bit about tangibility. So we talked a little bit about tangible products and why printed products are so important, because it has that multi-sensory experience for people. They're not just looking at something, they can touch it and feel it. It's like with a book, you know, people love being able to flick through the pages and smell the paper as against, you know, reading from a Kindle. And that increases our perception of the value of the product. Just by being able to physically hold it in our hands, we kind of think this is worth something, right? And because it's a physical product, it represents longevity and durability, so it's a keepsake product. So with digital things, they can disappear into the ether and we don't know where they are. Because it's a brand new technology, so it uses NFC technology, which is the same technology as contactless payments, it serves as a conversation starter because it's something different. It's something that most people have never seen before. Now let's talk about making it personal. So I know there's a lot of talk around this, and for this, you can put whatever you want on the card. So you can put your client's photo on the card, you can put their name on it, you can put quotes on it, you can also put your logo on it to keep your branding front and center. And then, as I said, they see their name, the instant they tap that card to their phone, they're saying this is made just for them. So you're making them feel really special because this is completely unique to them, and you've gone that extra step to do that for them. So it makes it really meaningful. It allows them to create a greater emotional connection to those images that they've purchased from you. Or photos, sorry Steve, images, no images. And as Janine said, people love seeing their name. It's the weirdest thing. So there's like a disproportionate number of dentists named Dennis. It's a real thing. It's bizarre, but you know, we're humans and yeah. So giving your clients what they want. So we talked a little bit about tangible products, and of course everyone wants the wall art and the folio boxes and prints that they can enjoy. But the reality is we're also in a digital era and people want the digital images. And the thing is, why do they want them? Okay, they want to share them with their friends, they want to share them on social media, but they also just want another opportunity to enjoy the images that they've invested with you. You've created these beautiful images, so why only allow them to see it in their homes, on the wall? Everyone has a phone in their pockets. They want to see them there. That's what they're carrying around, so they can enjoy their images anytime, any place, anywhere. So give them the opportunity to do that. But how do you make it easy for them to get the images onto their phone? So we're going to talk a little bit about that. And does it enhance their enjoyment of the images? So Janine McLeod recommended this brilliant book called The Power of Moments. I'd highly recommend it for anyone who hasn't read it. And they talk a little bit about how there's certain defining moments that we remember in our lives. And one of the things they talk about is called the peak end rule. So we don't kind of generalize or average out the experience if we think about an entire experience. We remember the peaks, which are the highlights. We remember the pits, which are the negative moments, which we hope there aren't too many of those. And the end is really important. The end is a critical point in the client experience. So there's a reason why Disney, end the day with a spectacular fireworks display, because it creates that memorable moment right at the end before they leave the park. And Disney are masters at client experience. And I know Janine has an amazing class lined up for you tomorrow, so she's going to talk loads about that. So another example that they talk about is this hotel called the Magic Castle Hotel in Los Angeles. And it gets spectacular reviews consistently online. And if you go and look up the photos, you're like, really? Like, you know, it's not luxurious. It doesn't really look all that impressive. It actually looks more motel than hotel, to be honest. And it's not cheap. But what they do really well is they create these little moments of magic for the guests that makes their stay memorable and makes them want to talk about it when they go home to their family and friends. So one example is they call it the popsicle hotline, and they have a little red telephone on the side of the wall by the pool. The guests can pick up the phone and they can order their popsicle. So a member of staff will come out to the pool wearing white gloves and carrying a silver platter with the popsicles and serve them. And there's no extra cost for this. This is just a moment of magic for the guests. So I'll just show you a little video of how it works. So as you can see, it's not a fancy place. There's the telephone on the wall. And here comes the person serving the kid the popsicle. So people go home and they tell their friends about this. So now let's go back to our digital delivery. So we spoke a little bit, did we speak about USBs? Maybe not. So a USB is, we sell USBs. So a lot of photographers use USBs to deliver their digital files. And while you're ticking the box for a tangibility, you can brand it, it can look really nice. It doesn't make it easy for them to get the images onto their phone, which is where they want them. You can't plug a USB into a phone. So now they have to go, okay, I need to plug it into a computer. Oh, does my computer have a USB slot? No, it doesn't. So you're just creating all of these roadblocks for your client. You're making it difficult when it doesn't need to be difficult. Then other photographers might use a Dropbox link or WeTransfer. Again, okay, you're technically ticking the box of getting the files to the client, but that's literally it. So you're missing out on the opportunity to create a moment of magic. You don't have to sit back and hope that it might happen. Create it for your clients. Do it for them. So a Dropbox link, they click on the link, they see a bunch of files, there's no personalization, there's no kind of fun experience for them. Also, beware of falling into the trap of reasonableness. So for me, sending a link of Dropbox or WeTransfer, it falls into the trap of reasonableness. So if we think about our Magic Castle Hotel again, they could easily go, do you know what, we don't want to spend money staffing the popsicle hotline, you know, and have someone go out every time someone orders one. Why don't we just get a cool box, put a bunch of popsicles in it and put it out by the pool, let them help themselves. So they're still getting the popsicle, but there's no magic. They're not going to be going home telling their friends, there's a bunch of popsicles out by the pool. You know, it loses that moment of magic. So just beware of that trap of reasonableness. So now let's talk a little bit about referrals and repeat clients. So you've created this moment of magic. They see how the quantum card works. It's like magic. They touch it to their phone, there it appears. So it's like when you go out to buy, well, I'm sure all the ladies in the audience might see where I'm coming from, or maybe the men too, I'm not judging. But you go shopping and you buy a new dress and you're like, really excited about this new dress. What's the first thing you want to do when you go home? You want to try it on and you want to show someone to go, look how amazing I look in my new dress. So it's the same thing. They see this card, they touch it with their phones and they're like, oh my God, look at this, look at the photographs that my photographer made for me. So it makes sharing easy, effortless, and unconscious. So you're not even having to ask your clients to share it with their friends. They're going to do it for you because they want to. They want to share their images. And what's important about that is, so imagine if your client is out for coffee with their friends, instead of having to hand around the phone, here, pass that over, or people looking over their shoulders, they touch the card to all of their phones. And now they have your information, because the photographer profile is built into the cloud. They have it on their phones. So when they're looking at the photos of their friend going, oh my God, she looks amazing, maybe I could look amazing, they click into the photographer profile, and this is designed to convert people into being your clients. It makes it really easy for them to connect with you in a way that's comfortable for them. So some people want to pick up the phone. That's not me. I prefer to like WhatsApp or maybe email. Or if they're not even ready to make that step, they can follow you on social media and get more of a feel for you. And then by having the tangible card in your client's wallet, every time they open their wallet, they're going to see you, your brand. So if someone asks them for a recommendation for a photographer, or if they're thinking about having another session, you're going to be top of mind. It also helps you stand out. So as I mentioned before, this is new. So you're positioning yourself as a leader and a trendsetter. You're showing your commitment as well to providing an excellent customer experience for your clients. because it's so new, it creates a little buzz and word-of-mouth referrals. So just to finish up on that, so there's a quote here from Leonard Berry. He's a professor at Texas A&M University. And he says, to exceed, not to meet, to exceed customer expectations and create a memorable experience, you need the element of pleasant surprise. And we think with Quantum Cloud, you can do that.